car, please insure your car with Enterprise for an amazing surprise. Get free fuel coupons. I know you would love that. Free sanitizers and more. 2021 is your year, so insure your car with Enterprise and win. Dream big with us. Enterprise Insurance, your advantage. But just remember the terms and conditions that do apply. And our Arrive Alive campaign is brought to you by the National Road Safety Authority in collaboration with Joy News and Multimedia Group and supported by Toyota Ghana Company Limited. Toyota, superior quality and logistics movers. We help you relocate. So avoid all distractions and keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. And that's how to ensure your safe arrival. Can we learn how to say it right?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So let me just do it this way. If you think that Liverpool is going to win any trophy this season, then you've got another think coming. If you think that Liverpool is going to win any trophy this season, then you've got another think coming. Now, there's always a temptation to say you've got another thing coming.
Yeah.
But the right pronunciation is you've got another think coming. Because you are wrong. It's only to say you're wrong. They're out of the FA Cup.
That's not the focus of the say it, right?
It won't happen in the league. So the focus is if you think Liverpool would win any trophy this season,
you have another thing
coming. And that's how you say it right.
Yesterday when Man U beat Liverpool 3-2,
yes,
I put my hand on my head. I said, hey,
no, I am not
but
celebrating
Liverpool
today.
is still in the Champions League.
They
are in contention for the EPL trophy.
They will not. EPL, why would they pass? Let me tell you something. Today I don't want to talk
You know
much.
we have Joy Sports
Yes,
Center, right?
it will come. Let me say good morning to Elvis Kwashi. He said, Winston, I was supporting Man United, and then I realized you are going to make noise tomorrow. And I wanted to change my mind. So today I won't make noise. Let's get to newspaper review. I've just done my say
very
right.
Good, very good.
And the newspaper review was brought to us by Flora Disposable Handkerchief from Delta Paper Mill Limited. They'll be joining us this morning on the Super Morning Show. Our friends from, Flora Disposable Handkerchief, that's from Delta Paper Mill Limited will be joining us. Okay, so let's get into the headlines. Any more?
Okay, I'm going to start with a daily guide this morning. Virtual sittings for MPs. So the Speaker, Alban Bagbin, has been telling us that the MPs are going to do they'll have virtual sittings. A third of Parliament will be in the
MPs.
Exactly, yeah. But the rest of them will be from observing from their offices and joining online, which raises the question for me that if our MPs are sitting virtually, why are our children going to school?
Exactly.
So big question there. And I had a conversation with my daughter over the weekend, and she said, oh, so far so good, the classrooms, they are social distancing. So I was very hopeful. And then she's like, but when we go to the canteen, is the whole school in the canteen? We all take off our masks and eat and talk.
Well, there are some schools around, and we look at when they are on break, how the children interact. And you see some of them, they have the mask on, all right, but under the chin, as we see. So it's as bad as you not having one.
And you see, if you look at the GES guidelines, there's a bit of advice for parents. It says, try as much as possible to give your children, but if you give them food, they'll go to the cafeteria or whatever to go and eat.
They'll still go and eat.
And that's still the problem because you can't eat with your mask on.
You can't. So they take it off.
According
to Enima Jr., they take it off and they eat and then they chat. That's the time that they talk about their TikTok videos. Because in the canteen, while they are eating, so they have their masks on. So if the whole day you've been wearing your mask and you have this 30, 45-minute break where you are eating and your mask is off and chatting, then it's cost 90.
Cost 90, yeah. So we need to ask more questions. This decision, was taken by the Speaker. The decision to take our children back to school was taken by the President. Okay. So we need to ask the Speaker a few more questions. What is informing his decision?
Yeah.
Did he consult the health authorities? Because we know the President would have consulted the Ghana Health Service. And if they have consulted them, how is this going to work? Some of the MPs, we are told, don't even have laptops. And so if they have to join from their offices, how would that work?
Yeah.
So, you're a member of Parliament. You're supposed to be engaged in a lot of research in order to contribute meaningfully to parliamentary debate. How do you conduct your research? You don't use internet. You cannot join virtually in a parliamentary sitting.
It's a concern.
You're only telling us that you don't want to be there in Parliament.
Some only entered Parliament When? Last week, last 2 weeks?
No,
So-
but those
The
people,
point
those
is
people,
prior to
who,
that,
those
they
people that
didn't
you
have
say
laptops.
just entered Parliament.
Yeah.
I tell you what, go and find out. When MPs just enter Parliament, a lot of discussions are had. When they just enter Parliament, their rents are paid for them. When they just enter Parliament, they have discussions on, the vehicle and other things.
But
So
is this concern not genuine?
it is genuine
and
concern,
if I
but
were an MP, I would be worried because the practice in Parliament is such that if you want to make a point, you must catch the speaker's eye.
yes.
If you are on Zoom or whichever platform, how do you catch the speaker's eye? The speaker will have divided attention. He has 1/3 of his members on the floor.
On
He
the
has to be
floor.
paying attention to them. He has some others, 2/3 also virtually joining the discussion. How do we practicalize this?
Okay, well, he said that all MPs would be recalled to the House when debates crop up, indicating that because of COVID, we'll need 1/3 members. The rest will do virtual. So I'm guessing that, and then he says that when it's necessary, then you appear to come and contribute.
Anyway.
So
Yeah,
I don't, anyway.
COVID-
But,
let me
but
finish.
also, but anyway, let me just chip this in. In many of the discussions on the floor of Parliament, apart from sometimes that you have to try and catch the speakers, a lot of discussions, the speaker has a list in front of him. Yes, I mean, Gakpo would tell us the speakers do have lists in front of them when they're discussing, statements from the State of the Nation address. They're discussing budgets. When it gets to discussions on bills, you know that the chairman is going to start. He'll be seconded by the ranking member, and the committee may agree on one or two persons speaking. A few may want to catch the speaker's eye. So they have a way they can go about all of this. And so, look, around this time, Parliament should be setting the right example. And I am happy Parliament wants to do this. Our institutions should also be going back to the shift system that they were running some time ago. A lot of people should be working from home. We are not in normal times.
And our children.
And our children, we have to be considering. Now, yes, we have paid school fees, but we need to take a second look at it. Can they continue face-to-face teaching? Some schools are still doing virtual learning.
Yeah.
I know a school, and one of that gets to be in a school where one person in her house, people tested positive. The school shut down.
Yeah.
The school is shut down because one of their students' household
Has
is
tested
tested
positive.
positive. And while the student waits for her result, they say, no, we cannot let anybody come to school. That is being proactive. And so the Speaker of Parliament is being proactive. We must commend him.
Oh, yeah,
Because
we commend
a
him
lot
for
of them
taking
go to
this step.
Parliament, then they say order for the day, they just go through nothing.
A very important step is taken. So we just need to know how it will work.
Yes, okay, so let's do the other stories on the front page of the Daily Guide. Rawlings' funeral underway. EC Nana ready to tangle with Mahama. Wants petition dismissed. I don't fear vetting, that's according to Abu Jinapo. And 2 grabbed with 152 ECG meters. Sorry, over the weekend we lost TV legend Larry King, who died weeks after testing positive for COVID-19. Now, Fred, in the US, coronavirus cases have topped 25 million. The daily number of deaths has exceeded 4,000 in recent weeks. So it's really just getting really bad in the US. And let me do a few stories on the back page of the Daily Guide. Benitez runs from coronavirus. Papich blasts players for poor showing. And Toga is Captain 1 golf winner. That's it for the Daily Guide.
Well, just by way of information, so a member of Parliament has sent me this. It says, every office in Parliament has a laptop for use by the MP.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Did that settle it?
It settles the matter.
That settles it.
It's whether they have the know-how to use it.
Now you're introducing
That's
another thing.
another
Let's
thing.
move on.
All right, the Daily Graphic election petition EC Akufo-Addo filed witness statements. Curbing COVID-19, 1/3 of MPs set in chamber for proceedings, and the banner comes with a photo of former First Lady Nana Akufo-Addo Rawlings and her children. I see Zaneto Rawlings and Kimathi. Ghana mourns nation pays last respects to Rawlings. And then the page 24 of the paper, don't despair in midst of COVID-19. President urges ECOWAS members. There was a virtual meeting of ECOWAS heads of state, and the president made that point. Let's uphold probity, accountability, transparency in Rawlings's honor, according to Palmer Buckle. And the back page, a lot of football action. Hearts Chelsea split points at Brecum. Olympics split points with Karela in Accra, and I think Kotoko played. Did they lose?
They lost.
Okay.
Yeah, Kotoko lost.
That one they just Kotoko lost. Something else
No
to say.
talking.
No talking. Let me do the Ghanaian Times. On the front page of the Ghanaian Times this morning, Rawlings begins journey home. Final funeral rites commence. Ghana pledges $50 million to support ECOWAS security operations. McMahon tags Mohammed's petition conjecture. Adopt hydrogen peroxide to augment COVID-19 treatment regimen. That's according to Professor Aite and Winston. So this weekend, I started to do the hydrogen peroxide. And I was reading Professor Aite's article, and I realized that I overdid it. I could completely have fried my inside. Because between Friday and yesterday, I've used one bottle.
Oh, how?
And it's supposed to be the top of the thing.
Don't do that again.
Mixed with 5 glasses of water. But we, the extremists, I was standing in the bathroom for like 15 minutes gargling. By the time I finished, all the white cells in my mouth are like coming out. I'm like, Charlie, it's very, very hectic.
Whatever you do it in moderation. Some people are wearing the mask. They are doing all the things, eating the kind of food that they have to eat, and then they are careless on the road. Then they die.
Then it just takes 1 minute. On the back page of the Ghanaian Times, lethargic Oli Karela share points. Legon Cities hold Ashgold Run, and Chelsea hold Hearts at Brecum. That's it for the Ghanaian Times.
Well, they find that bipartisan consensus on government funding of tertiary education critical. According to Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam, Rawlings's legacy should inspire all to value probity, accountability, according to Palmer Buckle. GRA backs 45.3 billion Ghana cedis against a 42.7 billion target. That's impressive. 6% increase and 3.3% nominal growth over 2019 sets 60 billion tax revenue target for 2021. COVID-19 shift system begins in some central region schools today. EC denies vote padding allegation in election petition case. And the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission urges Universities of Ghana Senior Staff Association to call off strike.
On the front page of the Ghanaian Chronicle, maritime destabilization on the rise, as according to Akufo-Addo. Alleged protection of illegal miners in Amansie. Chief of Army Staff goes to war, holds emergency Durbar with troops in Kumasi. Lawyer Paintel sues Midland Savings and Loans receiver. Soldier's bullet hospitalizes 17-year-old boy. Assembly member demands 20 Ghana cedis from COVID-19 Trust Fund beneficiaries. 20 Ghana cedis. Okay, let me read that story and let you know what that's about. On the back page, a bit of football. Juventus beats Bologna to grab 3 points. Southampton knock holders Arsenal out of the FA Cup. Benzema scores brace in Real Madrid win, and Tammy Abraham scores hat-trick. Gives Lampard some breathing space. That's it.
The new Crusading Guide, Ghana's first COVID vaccine rollout, health workers, security personnel, and others targeted. Abu Jinapo comes with fire. He is the youngest minister nominee in Nana Addo's government. Herdsmen abducted in armed attack at Nyocho. Police grabs 3 suspects. Gang leader at large. And Kweku Ofori Siama is best minister in Akufo-Addo's government, according to Facts reports. And Honorable Seth Odro Boedu saluted for recognizing Nananom. Electrochem will undertake mining activities at Songo. Our people need jobs and development, Songo landowners declares.
The Business and Financial Times, governments to use COVID-19 cash to set up development bank. Handicraft sector shows no sign of recovery. Players call for speedy implementation of NEDS. Reserve freight forwarding and clearing business for locals. That's the Conship CEO. On the back page, the Ghana Employers Association has said that the upsurge of COVID-19 cases is a threat to economic recovery, and some stories on youth empowerment as well on the back page of the Business and Financial Times.
The Daily Statesman, Abu Jinapo said to inspire the youth as youngest minister, let's embrace COVID-19 lessons. Akufo-Addo urges African leaders. Mohammed's petition is a waste of time. EC and Akufo-Addo pray Supreme Court to dismiss the case, and late President Rawlings to be laid in state today.
Well, that story also on the front page of the Ghanaian Observer. JJ's 4-day state funeral begins. Abu Jinapor's youngest minister designates. Akufo-Addo rallies ECOWAS leaders. War against COVID-19 group hails Akufo-Addo for retaining the health minister. 2020 election petition, my lords. Mahama's claims largely conjecture. Akufo-Addo's star witness tells Supreme Court. And that's it for the Observer. But that's it for our headlines, Winston.
All right, so let's get to our online news review brought to us by Zenith Bank in your best interest and GOIL Good Energy. You know, going cashless has never been this convenient and exciting because GOIL e-payment system is now compatible with GH-Link, the national payment platform. And what that means is that you can use your GH-Link card on GOIL POS machine to purchase fuel, and it gives you an additional payment option for fuel purchases at GOIL stations in addition to the Go card. Every fuel purchased is recorded automatically on your monthly bank statement, helping cardholders track and manage their expenses. So go ahead and use your GH-Link card to buy fuel and all lubricants from any of GOIL's over 400 stations across Ghana. Go cashless and protect yourself and stick to all COVID-19 protocols in these times. GOIL Good Energy, GOIL Yenara Yenzi. But make life simple on the go. Pay the easy way with a Zenith MasterCard or Visa card, either online or in-store. With your Zenith card, you can pay for your Facebook ads, Netflix, iTunes, or Amazon subscription bills, and pay for your online shopping or your purchases in-store on any POS terminal. Don't stress. Use your Zenith MasterCard or Visa card for safe, secured, and convenient card transactions. Zenith Bank, delivering customer-centric banking in your best interest. Now, fellow Ghanaians, it's a new year and Sunlight is giving you the best possible start. Sunlight now offers you a super discount on your favorite 1 kilogram pack for only 7 Ghana cedis 50 pesos. And no longer 10 Ghana cedis 50 pesos. Yatisu Sunlight at T1 kg or so. So get a lot more for less this year. Look extremely clean with some extra fragrance on your clothes whenever you wash with Sunlight. And enjoy burst of freshness and extreme fragrance on your clothes from today. Yati Sunlight 1 kg pack or so. Remember, it's now 7 cedis 50 pesos. Grab yours now. Let's get to Nigeria Online and see what's trending there. Requiem Mass held in honor of the late former president, Jerry John Rawlings, yesterday as he began his journey home. And there's a playback of the state holding vigil in honor of Mr. Rawlings. US-based Ghanaian couple charged with fraud and ignore Mahama's request to put election petition hearing on hold. Akufo-Addo to Supreme Court. Let's get to citynewsroom.com and find out what's happening there. Parliament to debate Ayariga's motion for suspension of tertiary fees today. And EC1's review of ruling on Mahama's interrogatories motion brought forward. And also dismiss Mahama's baseless of proceedings application, Akufo-Addo to Supreme Court. And on BBC, top advisor says France at emergency virus point. And we're told that the head of France's scientific council is suggesting that a third lockdown is needed amid spread of variants. Now that's where the challenge is. And Tunisians questioning whether life is better after Arab Spring. And Africa Live says Biden expected to bar travel from South Africa. Okay, so that's it basically online. Can we just do, let's say, a story before we get into the discussions?
Yes, chance, I'll talk about COVID. I'll educate people on how to use the face mask.
Go ahead.
Because I see a lot of people, some wear it under their chin. Mm-hmm. There are others who also wear it just below their nose. And that's also very dangerous. It's better you don't even wear it, because the risk you put yourself to is the same if you don't have the mask at all. So if you're wearing it, wear it properly. It should be on top of your nose so that you clip the top to seal all the holes that,
like I have done.
Like you have done, like Nimwa has done, and like I have done. That's the other way, because this time we now know, it's now been confirmed that the 2 variants we have are those from the UK and SA. In fact, we have more of the UK variant in Ghana, and as you heard at the weekend, the Prime Minister Boris Johnson spoke and said that they are now learning that it may be very deadly. It may be the reason they're having a lot of deaths.
I think it was 1,850 or so deaths on Thursday. I mean, and then also in the thousands on Wednesday. So it's major. That variant is, we don't know that variant. It's definitely not the one we've been dealing with until now.
Even if you look at the Ghanaian situation, I mean, from the time the president spoke, we had about 338 deaths. Now we have 367. A lot of people are dying than, since March to this year. Anyway, it's time for the BBC News. It's brought to us by Fidelity Bank, believe with us, and Provident Insurance Company Limited. With Provident, man, you're covered. Guys, thank you very much for joining us with News Review. It's time for the BBC News, but first, some few messages from our partners. Stay with us.
Hey, Baba, Charlie, I want a haircut. Quick, I have somewhere to be before noon.
Charlie, why are you so much hurry? It's a woman, huh?
I want to use the bank in the city to get some money out.
All the way in the city. But Charlie, you know say I be FBN Bank Ghana agent. I help all my customers and neighbors make deposits into their account, withdrawals, transfer funds, pay bills, and receive money. This is my